So, which is the more anterior structure here now? Well, this is more anterior. One more section.
I'm out of sections, hang on. Keep going.
Is that the next one?
That's the next one, yeah.
Okay, so come down here. Here's oculomotor nerves. This is mesencephalon. Go over here. Stop. A little more. And here's something coming in from the outside. Okay, so we're going to have to look for a marker for this. Continue a few more sections. Keep on going. One more. One more. Okay. Up here. We don't have the eye showing up yet, but this is the region of the stomadeum. And this is stomadeum. And this is, that's correct, say it louder. This is the maxillary or upper jaw. And this is mandible, and this is hyoid, and this is carotid, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forming up there, okay? So that's the way you learn to count. We will try to show you the upper jaw when part of the eye is visible. If we do that, there's never a problem because eye and upper jaw are contiguous. So you can't make a mistake. Then there's stomadeum, and then 1, 2, 3, and you need to be able to count to 3. Can you count to 3? You think so?
I got 3 fingers.
Oh, wait, you have 5 fingers.
I have at least 3 fingers.
Okay, so he will put it on the exam in such a way pattern is obvious. Promise? Promise.
Stomadeum is.
So this isn't the best section, but if this is the stomadeum and there's a pouch that comes off the stomadeum called Rathke's pouch, what is Rathke's pouch going to be?
Oh, the
It's called the adenohypophysis, okay? And the adenohypophysis grows under the brain. Which part of the brain? In frog, what is the part of the brain? Infundibulum, correct? So adenohypophysis grows under the floor of the diencephalon, and that's the region called infundibulum. Show them the infundibulum. Oh, there you got the infundibulum. Right there. Right there, okay? That purple in the center.
That guy right there?
Yes. Okay?
I was confused with this one.
Purple in the center. Continue a few more sections. So we're in the floor of the forebrain diencephalon, and next to the diencephalon we will see the developing eye. Now, if you can't call that an eye, wow. There's the eye, optic cup, cornea, lens, it's all there, and eventually it will show connection to the brain. Show, please.
Eyes come from what part of the brain?
Eyes are adjacent to diencephalon. One more. Oh, you missed something I wanted to show you.
We'll get it.
So can we not see the mesencephalon anymore then?
We're past the mesencephalon. Stop. This is without question eye, correct?
Yes.
Here's the stalk that leads to the brain. This is without question diencephalon. So by patterning, you can answer all of our questions. It's not that difficult. Is this very from frog? No. This is just an older example of what a frog is. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. That's where it was going. That's the same things. Now in frog, the brain is straight. This has a different background. Come down here, sir. So if this is diencephalon, this is the roof of the diencephalon. What should be in the roof of the diencephalon? There's only one structure dorsal from the brain. The epiphysis, correct? Back up and show them what we overlooked. has to be there. I promise.
I have to go back to that other slide. I found a
No,
better
no, it was
slide.
on that slide.
No, this is a different slide. I switched it out because I think it's better.
It should be on that one too.
Yeah, I didn't see it very clearly on that one. This one. This one.
Okay, back up. One more. All right, so here is a structure forming from the residual part of the diencephalon. This is the epiphysis right there. Now, the rule is one structure forms in the roof of the forebrain. It's called epiphysis. In which vertebrates? All. Okay, so you look for it in the roof of the diencephalon. Now this is a little bit anterior to where the eyes are. Come up here, sir. Now we have some other part of the brain here. So anterior to the diencephalon, what is it called? Telencephalon. What is the signature of the position of the telencephalon? Nasal invagination.
Okay.
Okay, that is the signature.
I just want to see at the bottom of it.
So if he puts this on the exam, okay, and shows you what is here, it is totally fair, except we might want to try a better specimen that isn't tilted, where the knife blade starts at 20 inch forward. So we've covered quite a bit just here in the anterior part of the brain of this 72-hour stage. Yet in effect, you've heard about it all before. Okay. So the order is tel, dine, mes, met, myelencephalon. Otic is always adjacent to posterior myelencephalon. Neuromeres are found in the floor and side walls of the myelencephalon. The isthmus separates mesmet. You always find number 5 at metmine, okay? You always find eyes attached to dye. The roof of the dye is forming epiphysis. The floor of the diencephalon is forming infundibulum. And ventral to the developing infundibulum, coming in from the exterior, from ectoderm, is the adenohypophysis. Telencephalon always has nasal invaginations adjacent to it. So if this were Myxini, which is hagfish, there would only be one. If this were lamprey, there would only be one. Higher groups have a pair of nasal strips. But they're always in the same place. Always. Okay? Always. And that's what you're being asked to learn. By the way, from the myencephalon posterior, which genes control pattern? Hox genes. Is that true for all parts of all posterior structures? All. Including these things. All. They all have the same Hox genes. Okay? So what has to happen is you just have to activate appropriately the Hox genes to get the patterning effect. So there are different Hox paralogs here along the way. If I knock out a specific paralog and see an impact in kidney, will I see also an appropriate impact here? Yes, indeed. Okay? So these are generalities. I'm not dealing with the specifics. You want to really make this complicated? Let's take the next step and go into more specific relationships. Okay? Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It is beautiful. Okay, so I'm a developmental biologist. I see beauty in different ways. Here is a nose, a developing nose. It's beautiful. Okay? And look at that beautiful development. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that!
So that
Yes, photograph it. Put that one on the exam, sir. That's a great pattern. Okay?
So
what is this blob?
That's the epiphysis, and the diencephalon is right above it.
Yeah, so
So
there's not much diencephalon. Little tiny diencephalon. Okay? And beginning of cerebral hemisphere formation. All right? Is it good? Do you remember that? You will put that on the exam.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Pardon?
Oh, I'm gonna.
Let's do it again.
You still have a whole posterior work to do.
I forgot. My bad.
You're only halfway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Take a break. You're tired. You're.
No, keep
No?
going. Or not.
You want to keep going or take a break?
Can someone like take a break in like 30 minutes?
Take a break for 5 minutes, okay?
30 minutes.
No, I
Go
feel
out
like
to the
Place
room
to be,
down the
man.
hall if you have to. Whatever. Take a break for 5.